Okay, welcome back everyone. I'm going to get the video out this morning. Stock market technical analysis. We're looking for trade ideas, trade setups. We've got the big FANG earnings coming out next week. So the market's been kind of consolidating. As Triple Q's has been really consolidating around this 270 level, just chopping back and forth, really going nowhere. So it's been pretty choppy. I put out a couple kind of day trade ideas in the private member group, but I don't have anything that's really set up for big swing ideas. I am seeing something today though, so I do want to point that out. All right, little bit of overhead. Guys, I'm going to be out next week. I'm going on vacation. A family vacation's been planned for a while. So I will be out next week. Very likely will not be able to get out any videos. I will probably still be able to post comments in the private members group in the community. But I'm not going to be in front of my computer a lot. So from my perspective, what I'm planning on doing is kind of lightening up on some of the trades. And in general, the FANG earnings are coming out next week. So the market's going to be choppy and it's going to, we have to digest those FANG earnings before we can really pick the next direction. So that's that. Again, also, if you guys are interested in learning this as a skill set, kind of learning how to read the charts to be able to pick up on your own trade ideas and find your own swing ideas, take my stock market technical analysis course, link in the description below. I put that together at the request of my subscribers a couple years ago, and I priced it affordable. So if you're interested in learning something there and kind of gaining a skill set, that's available for you. Link in the description below. And then finally, if you're not in the private member group, I'm in there pretty much every morning posting my market thoughts as well as some trade setups, trade ideas. I'm able to get information out to that group very quickly with that format, so I don't have to record a video and then upload it and get it out. So the trade ideas are a little more actionable in there. And so if you're interested, link in the description below to join that group. Okay, there should just be a little link. You click it, you join it. It's $5 a month, and hopefully I'm able to put you guys on some winners. Yesterday we had a nice day trade. So a nice short trade. And again, I'm just continuing to put my thoughts out there in that group. All right, Triple Qs. All right, hourly chart. What do we got going on? So again, that 270 area, it's about 269.70 basically, but we'll just call it 270 flat. We're just trading, chopping around. We've really gone nowhere. If you look at the hourly chart, we were support here, and then it was resistance here, and then it's been support, and we're just chopping around. So short, the market's likely not going to go anywhere before those FANG earnings. So we're not going to likely take off to the upside or the downside. The moves are going to be small. And that's really all I see as of right now. Going to the daily chart, obviously we still have that bullish divergence right there on the RSI and the PPO. So it could signal, and we might rally next week after the FANG earnings. Okay, we could rally up to, if we rally, I think first area of resistance would probably be about this 291.50. All right, and then maybe get a pullback, and you could rally up to the downtrend line. Okay, so I'd be looking for some sort of price action like that if you're going, and you probably, if you're going to rally, and who knows if we will, but if we're going to rally, I'd be looking for some sort of a price action like that. All right. And then here, this would be our objective area to short. Okay. Very objective to short up in this area around 305 up to about 308. Okay. So that's the upside. Then obviously if the earnings come out, bearish and the market doesn't like what it hears, then we're probably going to see a crash, and we're probably looking at that final drop down to that 238 area of, kind of support, your pre-COVID highs right there. Right now, we're just consolidating right here, trying to pick a direction, and we're likely not going to do it before the FANG earnings. Okay, gold. Gold is interesting, and I've been talking about gold and gold miners being probably one of the better bullish setups, and we're just kind of waiting for things to start to trigger. I'm seeing some of those signals today, so could be setting up for a Fed pivot, and I'll talk through that here in a second. But here's gold bullion. And if you go, basically we've got a kind of key level of, I've got it marked out a ton, but this was a really big level of support. It's about 1683. We are below that now, but you'll see all those reactions here on support on this daily chart. There's another one right there. Okay. And we're below it. But if you look at the momentum, we've got bullish divergence here on the daily chart for both momentum indicators on the daily. So this was our last divergent low, and we could rally. Now, if we rally up here to recover the 1680, and especially if we recover it, that's going to be a big buy signal. We also have this downtrend line right here to watch on the daily, and it looks like they're coming in together. So I suspect we're going to run up here. It's going to be, strong resistance right there, and we'll probably get a minor pullback. But if you break above that big buy, that's a big buy signal. Kind of an all-in, at least from my perspective, when you break that, if we're going to break that 1683 and that downward channel. All right. The other thing is when I look at the hourly chart, on the hourly, you can see that we basically have bullish divergence now on the hourly. All right, there it is on both momentum indicators. This was our last divergent low. This is our downward price trend line to watch. And boom, we have a breakout and a buy signal. So that tells me that gold is going to make its way up to 1680 and probably go test that trend line. So that's kind of the setup. In the short term, I think we rally, and then we'll probably be up at that resistance area. We'll need to see a larger breakout to get an all-in move. But as of right now, I like it at least for a short-term rally. All right, so that's that on gold. And then gold futures looks kind of the same. I was pointing that out in the private member group. Gold futures on the hourly chart, you've got this bullish falling wedge here. All right, bullish divergence on the momentum and a breakout, buy signal. We also had resistance right there at about 1649, it looks like. You can see here that was support, resistance. Okay, and we hit it twice, boom, boom, and then boom, popped it. So buy signal in gold futures. Again, it looks like we're heading higher. And so the miners should run as well. Now I don't have, the miners have earnings is the thing. So if gold's rallying, that's bullish, but then the miners have their individual earnings. So a little more risk there as we're coming into earnings season. We got to get through some of that. The largest miner, Newmont, it just continues to look bullish. We just don't have that big breakout catalyst. Could come on earnings. You've got bullish divergence, which remains. That's been building for quite a while. All right. And we've just been kind of drifting sideways, basically. We got earnings coming up. So that could be the catalyst to pop. But in general, gold looks bullish. Now, if I go to the dollar, because you can't analyze gold without looking at the dollar, let's go to the hourly chart, and you'll see what they did today. They popped it right here. Just about equal highs as this one. But let's double check, make sure. Not really negative divergence on that. But let's see here. This is the negative divergence. Sorry, guys. Right here. You'll see here, just if I zoom in, all right, you've got a high in price. You have a higher high there, but then look at the momentum dropping off, all right? Negative divergence. So that was a divergent high telling you it had a high probability of failing or dropping, and sure enough, there you go. I've got this trend line to watch. It's kind of this downward trend line. Looks like we're going to head down there, but I don't know. When I look at it, I think the dollar's probably topped, to be honest. So, I'm bullish gold right now, looking for areas to add or build positions. I took some of those trades this morning, and, looking for that move up in gold. I pointed out the key levels, so that's all I have. Oh, here's another one. This is HMY, Harmony Mining, just a small miner. It's kind of a penny stock, so, you always want to taper down your position size on these, but looks to me like we got this bull flag. All right, there's your flagpole, there's your flag. And if I draw this out, it's something, let me go ahead and mark it out. But basically the measured target, what you want to do is you want to kind of take the flagpole like that, and then you just mark it up with the flag. And it's basically putting us right up there at the 200-day moving average, about 363. So that looks pretty decent. I mean, obviously you need to see the breakout of this little flag where it's just moving up. But with gold looking how it's looking, I'd say there's pretty good odds that this one's going to do that. All right, so that's what I got on that one. And you'll notice down here at the lows, we had bullish divergence. So, yeah, that one's looking bullish. Here's another one. Now, earnings are coming up, and so you always have to take things that take place before earnings with a little bit of grain of salt, but you've got earnings coming up on in November. But this one you've got this bullish falling wedge, big bullish falling wedge pattern on the daily chart. I mean, this wedge has been building for quite a while, many months. And you know, we have bullish divergence right down here at the lows. All right, starting to build that bullish divergence. The PPO's got it right there. So if I can grab the line, all right, you've got a bullish falling wedge, bullish divergence, no buy signal, no breakout. You know, we're still within the wedge, but you get that buy signal and breakout, that should be a pretty impulsive move up. The target right now would be about the widest part of the wedge, which I've got at now, I don't know, about right there, I think. And that sets us up. Now, you know, it really sets us up, as far as I can tell, for a run up to the 200-day moving average. All right, probably the 200-day would be the move. From where we're at, you know, let's say we get the breakout, could be a run of about 15% or so to the upside. So there's a trade setup, but it's not actionable yet. So I'm still waiting for that. And there's some other ones, but all right, that's enough on gold. Okay, FSLR. One of the benefits, guys, of being in the private member group, I've already posted this, you know, a while ago, that I covered my FSLR short. All right, let me show you why, and you know, that we'll move on. Downward channel right here. We're looking at an hourly chart. So we have that downward channel. As long as we were holding in that channel, everything looked great for the short to continue. We didn't really have bullish divergence. We had kind of bullish momentum right here. You can see it moving up, but we weren't making new lows, all right? It was kind of just higher lows. So can't quite, I mean, maybe you could say it was an equal low right there, but just not that great of bullish divergence. But here's the thing. Regardless of the divergence, there's your breakout, all right? We're breaking out of this channel on the hourly chart. Looks like it's going to easily close. So that tells me that we're going to head up at a minimum up to about this area, 127.30. Okay, I see 127.30 as an objective area to short. Okay, that was kind of your former support area. All right, there, held it all through there. So a move back up to there, that's going to be a back test of resistance. So I suspect we do this, all right, kind of flag out, move up. Then we'll likely head lower from there. All right, so that is what I've got going on. So I covered my short, looking to probably re-short it on this bounce up. But, you know, that might allow me to sidestep, 5-6% or so to the upside and then get back in short. All right, so I posted that in the private member group. That's kind of my trading plan on that one. Again, ideally, we'll have to see how it sets up if we get up here and what it looks like. I mean, if it doesn't stop here and it continues to rally, then we're probably going back up to the trend line all the way up here, which is about 139-ish. All right, but I suspect it's going to get rejected here at 127.30. All right, that's all I got, guys. So we're going to, I'll pick it back up with the videos the week after next. Again, I'll try to post comments on my thoughts about the market from glancing. I will have my laptop with me, so there will be a point in time where I'll have an opportunity to sit down and review the charts. But tried to give you my setup for if the market wants to rally and also if the market wants to sell off. So that's all I got, guys. Catch you on